I need tips and tricks for 79 plus, but I need tips and tricks for 65 plus. I'm also there who needs tips and tricks for just 50 plus. Do you have one video which consolidates all the tips for all the modules, all the 20 modules separately for 79 plus, 65 plus or 50 plus? Then trust me, if you're wondering with these questions, today's video is that video. Gets you entire analysis. How many mistakes can I make? How to perform read aloud? What all things that needs to be kept in mind for 79 plus, for 65 plus and for 50 plus. Make sure you watch the video till the end. Hey everybody, Nakul from SKILLS PTE ACADEMIC. Really hope everybody is doing fantastic. I'm back with yet another super awesome power packed video on tips and tricks for all the modules separately discussed for 79 plus, 65 plus and 50 plus. Before we get into the video, if not subscribed to this channel, kindly click on the subscribe button. And anytime you need online assistance, it's a paid assistance. You can WhatsApp us to the number appearing at the bottom of the screen. I'll be there, we will be there to help you guide in the right direction. Alright, without further delay, let's straight away get into what I've got for you today. Let me just share my screen, PTE all tips, all the modules with respect to 79 plus, 65 plus and 50 plus separately. So in this video, what we're going to do is we're going to start from speaking and end in the listening. Every module I'm going to pick, I'm going to show you what tips, what number of mistakes, each and everything with respect to 79 plus, 65 plus and 50 plus separately. Let's straight away get into read aloud. When it comes to read aloud, most of us already know that what matters in read aloud is the fluency. You can go to any extent to get that fluency right. You can skip the difficult words, you can misinterpret the words, you can mispronounce the words, not a problem. If fluency, if you're stuck in the fluency, then marks gone case. Idea is, yes, make sure no fumbles for 79. If I do 2-3 fumbles, can I still get 79? There are chances provided you don't make mistakes in other modules. So listen to me carefully, watch the video completely till the end, otherwise you will only have half-cooked knowledge from this video. When I say make sure no fumbles, means absolutely there should not be any fumbles if you really need 79 plus. In your reading also, because read aloud contributes marks to reading, you make some fumbles here, your reading goes by 2-3 marks. Then reading fill in the blanks, definitely Nakul, I make so many mistakes there. You make mistakes there, here, then 79 won't be possible. If you need 79, read aloud should be perfect. Hope you are getting it. So if I want 65, can I still do some mistakes? Definitely yes, because you don't need 90 overall, you don't need 79 plus 1 or 2 fumbles. The brains of modern humans are organized differently and take longer to grow and mature. For example, compared with chimpanzees, modern human infant, don't make more than 2, max of 2. I'm not asking you to intentionally make 2 mistakes, try to be perfect. If you make 1 or 2, it's still fine. But if you're making more than this, then the problem starts. For a 50 plus, yes, 4 to 5 times you can make some mistakes. Let's say some unwanted pauses you gave because you're not able to speak that word. 4 or 5 times you can take that chance. More than that is difficult. Speaking you may still get, but reading you will not get, because reading FIB you will make more mistakes than you think you will. So considering that, I'm telling you, this is the table. 0 fumbles for a 79 plus in read aloud, 1 to 2 max fumbles or mistakes for 65 and 4 to 5 max for 50. Let's quickly move on to repeat sentence. Repeat sentence, what matters is fluency, fluency, fluency. What people practice for is content, content, content. Content is not a priority, 50-60% is enough. Even for a 79, yes, we will see the table in just a while. But remember, when you practice repeat sentence, practice for fluency. Whatever the speed the speaker speaks, let's say the speaker is going at 40 km per hour, you also go at 40 km per hour. Speaker applied brake 3 times, meaning he paused thrice, you also pause thrice. Speaker has an accent, you don't have to copy the accent. Okay, let's see this. Make sure no fumbles for 79. Trust me, you fumble, software will not be able to interpret what you are speaking. As a result, your speaking may still be 90, listening will go down, and once that happens, from repeat sentence, you are supposed to get 30 out of 30 to speaking. Let's say you get it, but 30 out of 30 to listening you are not getting because you fumbled. You got 27. 3 marks gone. Then right from dictation, one right from dictation was so difficult you made 6 mistakes. Now 79 not possible. Hope you are getting the equation. That's how the math works. For a 79 plus, I don't need any fumbles, but at least try to give 70 to 80% just to be on the safer side. Why? See, 50% is enough. Doesn't mean that you speak exactly half. For a 79, try to speak a bit more, so that, let's say you spoke, let's say there are 12 words, you spoke 5 words, or let's say you spoke 6 words correctly, of which software understood only 2 words. Let's say you have a problem in the pronunciation. So, in order to increase your chances to get that more scores, I would always recommend, if there are 10 words, at least give 8 words correctly. Try, or 7 words correctly, so that you will be in that safer side to get that good marks no matter what. Even if you mispronounce few words, let's say software couldn't understand you because you have a different accent, still, you know, like more than 50% will be correct. Even if the software couldn't understand 1 or 2 words, try to be on, you know, the the favorable side. 70-80% of the content, try to give with 0 fumbles. You fumble, it's difficult to get. Max, I'm telling him, I'm just giving you leverage. 1 fumble in 10 sentences, just like grace marks, but strictly not allowed. Don't fumble in repeat sentence. Try to be very calm and just, you know, like do this module with hope of enjoying this module. When you hate this module, right, that's where the problem starts. Alright, for 65 plus, 1 or 2 max, I would still recommend not more than 1, because the more fumbles you make, listening will go down, and 50% minimum should match. 10 words, at least 5 to 6 words should match, should match, should match. Otherwise, it is difficult. For every question, I am telling you, 1 question, okay, in the worst of the worst of the worst case, you couldn't get anything from the audio, it's fine, you will lose 3 marks. But not more than 1 question. I have not written that, but I am just telling you unofficial things. Officially, you cannot miss. You have to speak no matter what, at least 50% of the content. Work on your listening skills. Alright. For 50 plus, I just need 50 plus, max of 3 fumbles. Let's say the sentences. The tiger enters the village and is causing unrest among the people. And you started saying, the tiger enters the village and causes disturbance. Still fine, you may get 50, but may not be 65. There are so many fumbles. I was not confident in my speech. I gave a lot of pauses, hesitations. 3, what I am talking about is each audio. I am not talking about the entire audio, I am talking about each audio. For 79, make sure no fumbles. For 65, 1 or 2 is still fine in the worst case. But for 50 plus 3, you can still do, and make sure you match 50% of the content. So, here all I am telling you is try to get that 50% type of content. Let your fluency be as good as the speaker in the best case possible. In the worst case, 1 or 2 fumbles, 1 fumble is still fine for 65, 2 fumbles or 3 fumbles is still fine max. For 50, you still hold a chance to get that 65 or 50. Hope you are getting it. Describe image. Make sure no fumbles for 79, 1 to 2 max fumbles for 65. 3 to 4 max fumbles for 50. When I say this, remember, content I have not even written here, meaning content is not going to give you any mark. There is a picture, you don't have to see the picture, boss. Whether you see the picture or not, you are going to get the same marks. What gives you mark is fluency. Make sure you speak at the same speed as the read aloud. You are going to make it to 79. Make sure you speak with the same naturality in describe image as the read aloud, you are going to make it to 79. 0 fumbles. Let's say you're making 1 or 2 fumbles, 79 would be difficult. But yes, like considering other modules, let's say read aloud, repeat sentence, you're so perfect, then you can still make some mistakes here, still can get 90. This is not an integrated module, this is the module that contributes only to speaking. But make sure no fumbles, describe image, content you don't have to really worry. Use a template and speak without any fumbles, you should be able to get a good mark. Refer to our describe image videos, you will get the templates, just make sure you memorize. For 65, you can still make 1 to 2 max fumbles, and for 50, 3 to 4, not more than that. Making 6, 7 fumbles, I am telling you 50 is so difficult. Though describe image will not give you 90, in one describe image you fully, completely fumbled. I am telling you getting 50 is also difficult. Software works in a different way, every question is important, give your best. Written lecture, make sure 0 fumbles for 79 and use at least 4 to 5 phrases. Don't use keywords for 79, it's best, it's suggested you write phrases. For 65, 1 or 2 fumbles you can still do and still get away with 65 easily, but 3 to 4, at least 3, minimum 3 phrases you use so that your listening will not come down. For a 50, I suggest use some keywords, it's okay. Take any template, my template or whosoever template you want. One word, 3 to 4 words or 4 to 5 words, and not more than 4 fumbles. You do more fumbles, speaking will go down, software will not be able to understand what you speak, listening will go down. Hope you are getting it. Answer short question. For a 79, can I skip? Yes. For a 65, yes. For a 50 as well, you can skip. It is not a priority even for a 79, 65 or 50. Don't have to pay someone the money to get the repeated answer short question. It's not going to give you any mark. You just listen to the audio and speak the answer if you know the answer. If you don't know the answer, speak something relevant to the question or repeat the question and click next. You don't have to prepare for this. Trust me on this, I am not lying. Okay. Summarize written text. Copy one full sentence. There is a full stop. Okay, after that, let's start copying until I find a full stop. If there is a question mark, don't copy that. Take some other sentence. One sentence you copied. Like that, do it one more time. So you got 2 sentences. Between them, add a comma and a connector, and in the end, put a full stop. That's it. This is what I have written, pay more attention, I will explain you in detail. Copy one full sentence from the paragraph, don't write on your own, don't have to change the vocabulary thinking. If I read in the same words, I get low score. Don't try to outsmart the software, don't try to assume things which I did long time ago. The way it works is very simple, correct? Whatever the paragraph you see, right, same you copy paste. Use this comma and or comma but, whatever the word you want, and copy another full sentence. After full stop, till you find another full stop, copy that, and in the end, don't forget to put a full stop. Any one of this you miss, you're gonna get 0. Be very careful. For 79, 65 or 50 plus, it is the same step, irrespective of what marks you need. Alright, let's move on to essay. Make sure no spelling mistakes. See, just observe things. Nowhere I have written content because it is not a priority. What we think of content, that something could be a lot of priority, software is giving the template. No, it is the spelling. Make sure no spelling mistakes for 79. Use template where you write 4 to 5 sentences on your own. I am not hell bent on using my template. No, I am not saying that. Any template you use, man, you are going to get the scores that you deserve. But I am hell bent on this 4 to 5 sentences on your own. You need to write. That essay template should give you this freedom to write. There are many templates which don't allow you to write 4 to 5 sentences, which allow you to write 2 keywords. That is enough for 50, but not for 65 or 79. Choose your template wisely. 0 spelling mistakes. See, writing marks will come from reading, writing, fill in the blank, listening, fill in the blank, write from dictation. Those are difficult modules. You will make mistakes. On top of that, you make mistakes in essay, writing will completely come down. 0 spelling mistakes. So make sure when you practice for those spellings. Remember this. For 65, yes, 2-3 spelling mistakes you can still do, still fine, even if it happens 2-3 in the worst case. And use template wherein you use 4 to 5 sentences on your own, no mercy here. And for 50, not more than 5 to 6. Let's say you are practicing every day's essay by writing on a notepad in the computer. You wrote and then you copy paste to a spell checker or MS Word. It's highlighting 20 spelling mistakes. Nakul, trust me, 50 is not possible. Trust me on this. 65, 79 is very far. So make sure it's not more than 5 to 6 spelling mistakes. Till that time, you need to practice. Don't book exam, it's not going to come. Hope you're understanding. 5 to 6 max, not more than 6, and use that template which allows you to write one word. There are so many templates you check in the internet. For a 50, you can use that. It's more than enough. I've also given that in many videos. Check SKILLS PTE templates videos, essay videos, you will understand. Use those templates wisely. Only for the 50 or 58, I still wouldn't suggest. In the worst case, it's fine, but for people who need 65 and 79, avoid using such. You need to use the template where you use 4 to 5 sentences. 5 sentences, mixture of simple sentence, compound sentence and complex sentence have to be written. Alright, let's move on to the reading module. First comes reading, writing, fill in the blanks. On an average, let's say, I am just considering there are 5 questions, 25 marks. Let's say there would be 20, 25 or 30 marks. on an average 20 or 25 marks will be there. Let's consider 25 marks are coming, meaning 5 questions are there of 5 blanks each. 5 blank, 5 blank, 5 blank, 5 blank, 5 blank, 25 questions. You cannot get 19 out of 25, minimum is 20. Max of 1 mistake in each question, still you can get it? Yes, possible. I am telling you max, do not hope for that. I would recommend 22 is always the best scenario, considering you will make some mistakes in read aloud. You will make some mistakes in reorder. Correct? No, Nakul, read aloud is precise. Then you can still make 1 mistake in each question and still get 79. There is a chance, but I would still suggest 22 is my favorite choice. For a 65, not more than 8 or 10 mistakes. For a 25, I would recommend probably 17. If it's very difficult, then you can still get 15. You can still get 65. For a 50, it's half of it, 12 or 13. Let's say 14 or 15, I've just written on the, yeah, I mean max number of mistakes. Max number of mistakes. So, out of 25, I would at least require 13 to 14. Max number of mistakes, sorry 14 or so that is what, 11 to 12, yes. 11 to 12 out of 25 is what I have written. 14 or 15 max number of mistakes you can do. Just whenever you take a practice test from YouTube or any website, just make sure you fall under this category. If you fall outside of it, then trust me, booking exam is of no use. You do not get it. I am not demotivating anybody here, I am just showing you the right direction. You should always book exam once you become ready. I am not understanding where I am going wrong. You just make sure you take some 5 random questions of reading, writing, fill in the blanks and just see if you fit into this. If you are fitting into this, book exam. Otherwise, no, it is time you accept your mistakes. Alright, we will move on. After this comes choose multiple answer. I need 79, I need 65, I need 50. Skip this module. I need 90, skip this, you can still get 90. You do not skip this, then reading fill in the blanks comes next, you will not have enough time to do it. And when you do not do reading fill in the blanks, you are going to lose 30 plus marks to reading. Remember, just skip. Reorder the paragraph, not so important even for a 79, 65 or a 50, but I am not suggesting you to skip this module for a 79 or 65. Max 1.5 minutes is what you will give, not more than that. Try doing it in less than 1.5 minutes, you get the answer, well and good. You do not get the answer, it is okay, you do not get the answer, well and good. Randomly drag and drop some answer and move on. Hope you are getting it. That is how you do reorder, do not have to stress yourself too much. So, when you are not getting reorder correct answers at all, then for a 79, I would recommend getting 22 out of 25 at any cost. This is where the logic, it is a trade-off. You do excellently at one module, you can take some leverage in the other. This module went down, then here this module has to be there to balance it. It is a balance at the end of the day for 79. For 50 plus, just skip it, so that you get ample time to solve reading fill in the blanks, which comes next, which is also very, very important. Reorder hardly contributes 4 to 6 marks, not a priority, you do not have to really much worry about it. Do not skip it, give your best, give your best. If you are not getting it, it is still fine, it is not so important. Reading fill in the blanks, same as the reading writing fill in the blanks, 4 to 5 mistakes, or I would recommend 22 out of 25 on an average for a 79. 8 to 10 mistakes, no, not 8 to 10, I think it is 7 to 8 max number of mistakes, 8 to 10 in the worst case. In the worst case, let us say the questions are very difficult, you can still get 17 or 15 out of 25, you still make it. And for 50 plus 10 or 11 out of 25 or 12 out of 25 would be an ideal scenario. You would know your result even before you see the score report, because you know your performance. Correct? We will move on to the choose single answer. If you still have time here, try doing it. Otherwise, it is not going to give you any marks. It is the last module in reading. You can just skip it. 79, 65 or 50, it is the same. Okay. We move on to summarize spoken text. Summarize spoken text is the first module in listening. Time 10 minutes. Make sure 0 spelling mistakes if you need 79, and use that template which allows you to write at least 3 or 4 phrases on your own. Avoid using keywords, you are going to get low score towards your listening. If you want 79, I recommend no spelling mistakes, 3 to 4 phrases. If you want 65 max, I am not encouraging you to write down or make the spelling mistakes. In the worst case, if it happens, 1 or 2 can happen. More than this happens, 65 would be difficult. Considering you will have the similar problem in essay, summarized spoken text, that is this, listening fill in the blank, right from dictation, full of spelling errors will be there. So, considering that the logic, the math I am talking about, 1 or 2 max, and use template where you write 4 to 5 phrases and not keywords for a 50. Yes, you can make 4 to 5 spelling mistakes and still get that 50. At least write 3 or 4 keywords. Use that template which goes well with the keywords. You can use my template and put one word in each blank. You can still get 50, there is a possibility, but not more than 4 to 5 spelling mistakes. I made 10 spelling mistakes in summarized spoken text. Scores will be very much surprising. Okay, we move on to listening fill in the blanks, one of the important modules, difficult modules. Let's say there are 10 blanks, 9 out of 10 for 79, not 8. Remember, in the worst case probably 8, but 9 is what I need, not more than one mistake. Because right from dictation going to be difficult, reading, writing, fill in the blanks going to be difficult, repeat sentence going to be difficult. Anywhere the math could go wrong. That means easy module, something like this. You need to be on top of the things. That's exactly what I am talking about. Work hard on this. For a 65, you can still make 3 to 4 spelling mistakes, 3 to 4 mistakes and still get 65. For a 50, 4 to 5 marks, 6 mistakes you can still make and get that 50. Remember, accordingly you practice. Whenever you are reaching this, let's say randomly 10 questions you took, in that 10 blanks, 2 questions, let's say you are getting 9 out of 10 every time, probably you are in the safe zone for 79. Getting 6 or 7, you are in the safe zone for 65. 4 or 5, you are in the safe zone for 50. You are going outside of it, that's where the problem starts. Let's move on to the choose single answer. That's the 15th module, you just have to skip. This is not going to give you mark. Here you spend a lot of time, you will not get time in write from dictation. Write from dictation comes in the end, entire thing is timed, one timer will be given. Within that stipulated time, you have to reach write from dictation and finish it off. You spend more time here, you cannot go there, so you will fall into your own trap. So, these modules, the 4 modules I am going to talk about, you have to just skip them, selecting the random answer. Well, it is not so easy to skip here, just like the way I showed you in reading fill in the blanks and not reading fill in the blanks. Rather, reading module, that is choose single answer, choose multiple answer. Here the next button will be activated only after the audio ends. So, until then you will get time, read the question, listen to the audio. Once the audio ends, you know the answer, select the answer, move on. You don't know the answer, you don't know the answer. Select randomly one answer and move on. Don't spend extra 20 seconds, 30 seconds in analyzing. Is it B or C? I am thinking, don't do that. Hope you are getting it. Do this for choose multiple answer, do this for highlight correct summary, do this for select missing words. No need to worry, just do this. I am not asking you to skip them. You try doing it, and once the audio ends, you get the answer, you get the answer. You don't get the answer, you don't get the answer. Just select and move on. That's exactly what I am talking about. Skip them. And then comes highlight incorrect words, important for a 70, and absolutely you cannot make any mistakes. In one of my exams I made, the audio went like rocket. I couldn't catch it, and entire one question I could not do it at all. Probably 4 or 5 marks I would have lost is what I thought, but I got 76 writing, 76 listening. Or 77. So, the way it works is different. You did every other module correctly, and simple thing you completely missed out. Software says you are not eligible for 79, boss. See, it works differently. That's the reason everyone has different experience. I did so well. One question I missed. See, I got 68 overall. Things are different in the software level. Hope you are getting it. Absolutely no mistakes, or max 1 mistake can happen, means incorrect word I was not able to guess, max 1, not more than that. Remember, negative marking is there for this. Max 2 mistakes for 65, max 4 mistakes, meaning let us say there are 5 incorrect words. You have to select all the 5 correctly for 79. You can select 3 or 4 correctly. You can select 1 or 2 correctly for 50. That is exactly what I am talking about. Hope you are getting it. So, with this we will move on to the last one, write from dictation. So, write from dictation is a tricky module, comes in the end, contributes probably 40 marks, 35 to 40 plus marks, depending on the number of questions. Sometimes you get 3, sometimes you get 4, in the worst case, best case, sometimes you get 5 also. Every question you can make 1 mistake, not more than that. If you need that 79. Remember, everything goes by the logic. Let's say you make mistakes here, then reading fill in the blanks, reading writing fill in the blanks, because right from dictation contributes marks to writing. Reading writing fill in the blanks contributes marks to writing. Here one question out of 10 I got 5, then reading writing fill in the blanks 25 out of 25. It's a trade off. Right from dictation was excellent, reading writing fill in the blanks. You can still get 19, 18 out of 25 and still get 79. Hope you are getting it. I am trying to educate you all based on my past experience. Hope you are getting it. So, it is not strictly 9 out of 10, you have to get 10 out of 10 sometimes, or even 5 out of 10 can still get you 90, but reorder should be correct. Not reorder, reading, writing, fill in the blanks should be correct. Essays should be 0 spelling mistakes. Summarize spoken text, absolutely 0 spelling mistakes in that way, and rest of the right from dictation questions precise. Then you may still get it. No, there are mistakes in each and every questions, then 9 out of 10, max of 1 and not more than that. For a 65, every question max of 3 mistakes you can do still. There are 10 words in the audio, I can still get 7, I can get 7 and still can get 65, definitely yes. Provided you fall into the same logic for the other set of sections that I just told. Hope you are getting it. 65 get half of it, sorry 50 get half of it. 50 is very easy, everything get half of it, you can still make it. 10 word audio, one question I couldn't listen at all, it's 0. 50 is very difficult. Hope you are getting it. I think I have made an informative content, maybe different content that you don't normally get to watch or listen. I really hope you have benefited out from this video. If you really believe so, leave your valuable comments in the comment section, and do like and subscribe to our channel if you find it very useful. This is Nakul, by the way, Nakul, Nakul signing off from SKILLS PTE. I think that's it I've got. Yes, signing off from SKILLS PTE. Soon we'll be back, guys. Till then, take care.